Alexa, volume down 1. Y'all. Grand Rising. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever it is to and for you. Okay. I'm getting ready to do the right twist from the start today. Okay. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back. They be trying to get me. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I appreciate y'all. All your love, support, like, shares, comments, subscriptions, super chats, memberships, gifts, and all of that. Okay, I appreciate y'all. You are very much appreciated over here. Okay. If you are new, visit the playlist section. Everything can be found in the playlist section listed for your convenience, not mine. Okay. If you are a member, take advantage of the members only content. Okay. Y'all, my eyes is low-key burning because I rubbed some, listen, I accidentally put some peppermint oil too close to my eyes. And baby, it looked like I'm about to cry, huh? I'm telling you. Man, listen. I ain't about to cry it out. I'm so happy. But my eye burning like a bug. And I'm trying not to rub it because it's still peppermint oil on my hands. Okay. Jeez. So, I do know that for whatever reason, YouTube ain't been sending the notifications of me going live. I done had a lot of people talking about that. So I don't know. Hello, Shane Valera. Hello, Bina. 1, 2, 3. What are them hearts? Hello, dear. So, I don't know what that's about. We know YouTube do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. They need some people in position that's going to quit playing with people's platforms. But they end up with a whole bunch of, because people ain't playing about their stuff. YouTube, quit playing with people's stuff. Nah. Ain't nobody got time to be playing with y'all. Nonetheless, I'm going to do the positive affirmation for today. Okay? Last night was fun. It was fun. Interesting and fun. Y'all hear the door? Listen. Hear the bird? I guess my door just want to open itself, so all types of stuff be happening around here. Anywho, I'm getting ready to do the positive affirmation for today. Okay. Like I said, visit the playlist section. Today is Wednesday, Mercury Day. Okay, so we are gonna do the topic this evening. Okay, I already gave y'all the topic last night in last night's video, because last night our topic It almost went into today's topic, and I had to stop them and tell them to hold on because our topic tonight is what they was bringing up last night. So I didn't want to go too far into that because that is tonight's topic. So if you missed it, go watch the video or catch us later. Okay. We are currently still in that new moon eclipse energy. So I also broke that down briefly. I broke it down in last night's topic that we did live and yesterday in the Rising Wisdom and Start Your Day message. Okay, so like I tell y'all, I break those down fully in detail in my members only content. That's that playlist that says Moon Energy. That's what that's for. Okay, I break down all the major moon cycles, such as the one we are currently in, full moon, new moon, so on, so forth. Okay, I do that so y'all can know what to do, when to do, what not to do, why not to do, and to be mindful at certain times and in regards to certain things. Okay, I just share information that I know. Okay, just share a little knowledge. It don't hurt nobody. Can't do nothing but help you. All right. So that's over in the playlist. The Moon Energy playlist section is mostly members only content. So you may only see one or two videos over there that are public. There's several more. Okay. So like I said, if you are a member, take advantage of the members only content. I'm telling you, don't miss a beat, baby. Because I'm always doing something a little different over there. I got something different coming up for next week. So, you may want to be present. Who knows? You may not. That's your prerogative. Okay? Hey, Hero for Hire. Hello, Mike Turner. So, I'm gonna get the affirmation for today. I'm gonna give a positive affirmation for today. Good morning to you, Ronnie. We've been getting two as of lately. I don't know what that's about. They say double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the statement of the crazy with double nigga. That used to be my favorite commercial when I was a kid. I still remember the whole jingle. I'm just saying. And I don't even like double mint gum, never have. But I love the jingle, it's catchy. So let's get the positive affirmation for today. Make sure y'all visit the playlist section, okay? Visit the playlist section. Check out the thumbnails. The thumbnails, listen, the title of the videos are very short because you can only put so much in there, right? The thumbnails are the details of the video. A summary of the details of the videos, okay? That's why I put the thumbnails. That's why they are the way they are, okay? So it kind of lets you know what the video is about, what the topic is, and what the discussion is about. Our topics are always open discussions. Anyone can join in on the topics. Share your wisdom, share your knowledge, share what you know, okay? Just keep it positive and keep it respectful, or you get blocked. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? So let's see what the affirmation for today is. I keep saying be mindful. I've been saying that all day since yesterday. It's something about, what helps you focus, okay? Like, you have to find a way to focus, but find out what brings you awareness. Learn what makes you aware. Now, the exercise on this card is you pinch yourself And this helps you learn your feelings in regards to pain. Okay? So you just paying attention to how you feel in regards to pain. Okay? So just FYI, you can practice that if you want to. Strictly up to you. Hey, Stefan. Hello, Sean. Right. Thank you, darling. Good morning to you, honey. I ain't got no man. I'm single, and I don't care to mingle, baby. Okay. God got somebody for me. I'm just waiting. Just doing what I got to do in the process. That's it. That's all. Oh, my goodness. Stefan. Stefan. That's TMI. I don't care about you being in the bed how you just described yourself. So, listen. I don't play that over here. You got to keep all that to yourself. Because we don't care. Okay? Okay, you can behave next time, honey. But you want no time out. 24 hours. We'll catch you in 24 hours. Okay? Or not. That's up to you. But I'll give you a chance to come back and try it again. Hello, Rapid Creations. I like that. Rapid Creation. That's beautiful. What is the affirmation? The affirmation for today. Somebody needs to pay attention to how their mind channels or deals with pain. Pain, emotion. Figure out how your body responds to pain. It's something about triggered emotions, triggered pain. Okay? Figure out what that is and how that is for you so you can heal that. Okay? So you can work on not being triggered in whatever way that is triggering you. Okay? Okay. Honesty is the affirmation that came out. Be honest with yourself. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with being real with yourself, baby. We got kindness at the top. Be kind to yourself as well. Courage at the bottom. Interesting enough, we saw courage when this came out. So maybe you need to have a little courage. Build on your inner strength, okay? I'm going to read this to you, then I'll read the affirmation. And that's it. Okay. Honesty, it says, as policies go, honesty is up there with the best of them. A healthy respect for the truth can result in gaining more truthful respect from others, and being honest with ourselves increases our clarity in life. It does. Naturally, the odd white lie may occur, for example, in order to save someone's feelings, but generally, the more honest we are, the more straightforward and rewarding life is. Okay? The affirmation is, I have love and respect for the truth. I will strive to always be honest with others and to myself. Okay, this makes sense, right? So let me say something right quick. Real quick. It may or may not be you. Yeah. It may not be you. Whoever is watching this, it may not be you that is emotionally triggered. Okay. However, you may be dealing with someone who is easily emotionally triggered. Okay? So you could be being guided or trying to figure out a way to not trigger someone emotionally, but still you want to be honest with them, right? Like you could be trying to figure out a way to tell somebody the truth or speak your truth. You know, you want to be honest, you want to be courageous, okay, with someone, but you also want to be kind at the same time. The best way to speak the truth is to speak the truth, baby. They're going to have to respect it or check it. Either way, you're going to feel bad if you don't speak your truth. You're going to feel a way about you not speaking your truth. So being honest is the best thing you can ever do. Okay? Whether it be to yourself or even others. Frank Jones, good morning to you, honey. You have a blessed day as well. How you feeling? How you feeling? So just FYI, okay? I understand you may want to, you don't, it's given, like it's really giving me the energy of somebody could want to be honest but not hurt somebody's feelings. If the truth hurts someone's feelings, that's what it is. It may just happen like that, and that's okay. But just keep in mind, you didn't hurt somebody's feelings with a lie, okay? Because that matters. You didn't intentionally, you didn't intentionally hurt someone's feelings with a lie. You intentionally told the truth with genuine intentions. Whoever this is that's wanting to speak a truth or wanting to tell a truth, this is somebody who is like, is really giving me a kind-hearted energy. Somebody could really be genuinely kind-hearted, you know, and they don't want to lie. So they want to tell the truth. But you're going to have to find the courage to speak your truth. That's what this is really giving me. But it's some about the pain you could cause or you are causing. Just keep in mind you also cause pain with lies. Because eventually those lies surface. Everything is brought to the light. Sooner or later, all things are brought to the light. So just a heads up, right? You could feel bad about not speaking the truth. You're going to have to find courage, okay? You will have to find courage to speak and stand in your truth, okay? Because if you don't, you hurt you by speaking that lie and living in that lie. So that's a lie you would have to live with. How are you going to feel about living the lie? How are you going to feel about speaking your truth? Just something to think about. You may not care about living the lie, baby, because there's plenty of those out here floating around. They content with living a lie. They content with not telling the truth. But it also does something to us to not be honest with ourselves and others. There's karma attached to everything we do. I tell y'all that all the time. Because there's karma attached to everything we do and everything we speak. So this is why I say make sure your intentions are pure and genuine. Okay? But from what this is giving me, somebody is really truly kind-hearted. Like they really soft-hearted. Somebody got a soft heart or a soft spot for somebody they don't want to hurt, but they want to be honest. Oh, okay. I feel like I need to read Courage because it's sitting here and it popped out. It showed up when I was shuffling, but I'm going to read it because I feel like I need to read this. Somebody need this. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Hey, Laura. Good morning, honey. How you feeling? Where you been? Where you been? Good morning, Brian. What's going on? We doing a positive affirmation right now. Later on, we doing our topic later tonight, which I announced what our topic would be last night. So I ain't giving it. I ain't saying it right now. If you missed last night, maybe you missed it. You're gonna have to revisit the video, okay? Um, we love all sevens. Huh. Why do you love all sevens? That's interesting. Walk in love, walk with Christ, be at peace today. Okay, now. You dropped all them hearts. I feel like it's only right to send you one back. I am going to read courage because, listen, she talking about telling the truth. Alexa, volume up to. What is this? Kelly Price. Secret Love? Alexa, what's the name of this song?
This song is Secret Love by Kelly Price.
I'm telling you. Alexa, volume down to. It's something about honesty, truth, a truth, and somebody having courage to speak their truth. For real. I can't make this stuff up. I know what I feel. I know. Courage, it says, life presents challenges, and facing these challenges requires courage. Sometimes it is the courage to overcome fear or doubt. Other times it is the courage not to give up in the face of adversity or to stand up for what you believe is right. Courage often means letting go of the familiar and stepping out of your comfort zone. As that is faith. I'm gonna explain that in a minute, but that's having faith. That's called having faith. Okay? Delving into and utilizing the great inner strength that you have. Okay? The affirmation is, I have the strength to deal with any challenge today brings. I am courageous when others are afraid. Ashe, listen. I just posted this video, okay? I go look at my shorts, okay? Because I posted a video the other day in regards to you could be praying for a solution. You could be praying for an answer. You could be praying, and it's more to that, but I made that part into the short because that video was long. That came from one of the topics we did last week, I believe. But where I was explaining what it really means to walk in faith. Okay? But you could be praying for solutions, and you could be praying for a different outcome, and you could be praying for something to happen to go in your favor so something else can happen to go in your favor. When all you really truly would need to do is step out on faith and stand and speak your truth. But it requires courage. Courage is faith. Courage is having faith. Bottom line. Having courage is having faith. So just know that, okay? But standing up for what you believe is right is you walking, living, speaking your truth, in your truth, and having the courage to do so. So, I just don't know. It requires for you to have a little bit of faith, okay? Just a tiny little, just mustard seed, baby. Word for the day, mustard seed. Mustard seed. Mustard. Mustard seed. Okay. It just requires a little bit of faith. That's it. That's all. Okay. It just requires a little bit of faith. Just know that. All right. But be honest with yourself, okay? Um, hold on, I missed this, Laura. Hello, Shira Tanique. Is that how you say your name? Shira Tanique. Shira Tanique. I don't know, baby. It's pretty long. Laura, you said it's super uncomfortable to speak truth. We must strive for it, though. I think we're agreeing. Yeah, it is uncomfortable, but as it says, it requires you. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta have strength, and you have to step out your comfort zone. You stepping out of your comfort zone. This, listen, right? When you speak your truth, it's very uncomfortable. I'm talking about it's very uncomfortable. You worried and wondering who gonna be hurt behind you speaking your truth. I know, cause I lived it. I lived it. I went through this phase before, so I'm telling you, I know. But it's very uncomfortable, very, very uncomfortable with you speaking and standing your truth, because you're speaking things about you that possibly no one else knows. Okay, you speaking on things that you had to gain some type of strength from. You're speaking on things that either hurt you or healed you, but you could also be speaking on things that may hurt people you care about, may hurt people that you've forgiven and you moved on from, and you may not want to stir that stuff up to seem like you hurt, and it come with a lot. Speaking your truth come with a lot, but those are the things that I've learned that you can't think about, because when you dwell too much on those type of things, that's what prevents you from speaking your truth and living in fear and staying stuck and staying stagnant and not stepping out of your comfort zone and not taking those leaps of faith and not stepping out on faith. That's what keeps you stuck. So it's kind of a, you can speak your truth and then deal with whatever comes with it. That's called taking accountability as well. So you could speak your truth and deal with whatever comes behind it and heal whatever may need to be healed behind it. It's a way to do things. It can be done. You can speak your truth. You can live in your truth and then not hurt anyone else. Okay? But dwelling on if you living and speaking in your truth is going to hurt someone else, that's not only going to cause you mental conflict, it's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you wondering. It's going to keep you worrying. It's going to keep you like, I wonder. I wonder if they know. I wonder. I wonder if this, you're going to be wondering, worrying yourself into mental conflict. It's going to cause you to be conflicted most of your time, most of your days. When you lay down at night, it's going to be a struggle for you to go to sleep. It's going to be a struggle for you to stay asleep, because in the back of your mind, you know you're not being honest with yourself, and you know you're not being honest with others. Listen, you see that Pinky, somebody could be Pinky swearing and Pinky promising. She just said, "Don't break my trust." Take it where it resonates. What's this? Money long? Alexa, volume up too. Please can you make me forget? Money long. Alexa, what's the name of this song?
This song is Make Me Forget by Mooney Long.
Yeah. Alexa, volume down too. I'm just saying somebody might have a message in that song. But I'm just saying though, it's Walk in your truth, okay? Stand in your truth. You can't move through life fully, authentically in yourself and who you are as an individual if you spend most of your time and most of your days worried about what might happen or who you might hurt, because you can't please everybody. And if you live like that, you living in people pleasing energy. That's why I always tell people I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a people person, but I ain't no people pleaser, because I'm not going to hurt you, or I'm not going to hurt me to help you. I'm not going to hurt me or make myself suffer to please you. We ain't doing that. I don't believe in that, and I ain't doing it for not no thing or no one. Bottom line, nobody should live like that. That causes you mental conflict. I know, because I lived like that in the past. So I'm trying to tell you, it causes you mental conflict. It causes you to suffer silently. You ain't nobody supposed to live like that. You can't live in who you are fully, authentically who you are as an individual when you live like that. You're not living for yourself. You're living for others. And yes, I get the whole thing, because I've done this too. I get the whole mindset of I'm gonna do what's best for my kids. I'm gonna do what's best for my family. I'm gonna show up for my parents. I'm gonna do this for my parents, my kids, my family, my siblings, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my grandparents. What about you? Somewhere, somehow, you gotta put you in the equation. Because if you living and doing all this for everyone else, who's doing it for you? I keep telling y'all, you're the most important factor in your life. Whether you know it or realize it or not, that was a hard, harsh lesson that I had to learn. Okay? Because I was always showing up for everybody. I was always doing for everybody. I was quick to give my last to everybody. I was quick to do this for everybody, quick to do that for everybody, planning this for everybody, planning that for everybody. When I needed somebody, I had nobody. So that was a hard, harsh lesson for me. Okay? And when I picked myself back up by myself, when I picked myself back up, I knew who to deal with, who not to deal with, how to deal with, how not to deal with, when to walk away, when to stay, when to come. I'm trying to tell you, you gonna learn, but you can learn it the easy way, or God gonna show you the hard way. Cause if you hard headed like I was, I'm telling you, if you hard headed like I was, God gonna show you the hard way. God don't mind showing you the hard way, baby, because you one of His. Well, He gonna protect you long as you stay one of His. Cause it's a lot of fallen angels out here. Just know that it's a lot of fallen angels out here. They just here. They don't have a soul. It's a lot of people walking around us every day without a soul. They just here, live in darkness. They just here. Can they find a soul again? Maybe. Can they change and heal themselves? Absolutely. But it take work. And once you get to that part, that place where you absolutely lose yourself and you lose your soul, it's hard to come back from that. It's very hard to come back from that. So, and that's why I tell y'all too, you when you praying for yourself and you praying for the people you love, you better make sure you pray for their spirit and their soul, because it matters. People don't know how much it matters to pray for the spirit and the soul. Because although we are all here in the flesh, and you feel like, oh, that's my person, that's my family, that's my mama, that's my daddy, that's my this, that's my that. I told y'all, like I told y'all last night, you got to start looking at people on a soul level, on a spirit level. This is why that topic was soulmates last night, because soulmates show up in all different forms. All different forms. You got to start looking at people on a soul level. You have to. If you don't, it's going to hurt you, because you're going to keep walking around with the mindset of, that's my family, that's my mother, that's my father, that's my child, that's my this, that's my that. But you got to be mindful. You got to really think. Come on, what's going on here? You got to pay attention. You got to pray for their soul and their spirit just as much as you pray over their flesh, or it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Because God is everywhere. God is everything. The Holy Spirit is us, lives in us, resides in us. So if it's broken, if your spirit is broken and nobody is praying for it, and nobody is praying for you to heal it, and nobody is praying for your soul to be healed, you're damaged. You're going to continue to be damaged. You're going to continue to be broken. You're going to continue to repeat cycles of destruction and chaos. You're going to repeat it until you learn the lesson and learn how to heal and do the healing work. I'm telling y'all. It sounds good to be like, oh, I'm praying for you, I'm praying for you. But are you really praying? Are you really praying? Do you even know how to pray? This is why the first video I did this year was on prayer and how to pray. Because people be out here talking about they praying for you and they pray. You better be careful who you got praying for you. I tell y'all that all the time. That's what made me start the prayer list. If you new here and you don't know, I do a prayer list every week, every 7 days. I start a new prayer list, okay? I don't gotta know nothing about you. I ain't gotta know your business. I don't have to know your problems. I don't have to know your issues. I don't even have to know your name, honey. I write down whatever name show up. Whatever name shows up on the screen, God knows who you are. God know your problems. God know your issues. I don't need none of that to pray for you. None of it. If somebody tell you they need to know your business to pray for you, you run. If somebody tell you they will counsel you and just tell them what's going on with you, you walk away. You walk away. You shouldn't have to share your business. You shouldn't have to share your information to receive a genuine prayer. That ain't how that go. Those type of people are who prays on you and against you. Prey, not Pray. There's a difference. So you got to be mindful. Okay? How we get here? What? I need some tea. Lord. Y'all, I'm shaking because I'm shaking so hard because I don't like that. I don't like it. And it was something I was taught as a child. Thank God. Thank God I had the type of women, elders that I had around me as a child, where I know how to pray and I know the difference between someone praying for you and praying on you and over you. Okay? But it be too many people out here with a fully open spirit and an open heart with a closed mind that will just let anybody pray for them. You'll let anybody lay hands on you. You'll let anybody touch you because they show up in the church. You got them touching on you. No. The spirit of the individual that's laying hands on you, it matters. The spirit of the individual that's touching you, it matters. I'm about to go because I'm about to cry. I don't know what's going on. Mm-mm. 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 Y'all, I'm about to go. I'm about to go. You can't just let anybody pray for you. Don't let people just touch you. And I said it, I know I be joking a lot. And the other day I said it out of sarcasm, right? Be careful who you let touch you. I said it out of sarcasm, but I be meaning what I be saying. I joke a lot and I play a lot, but I mean what I say. You don't let just anybody touch you or pray for you or pray over you. You be careful who you let lay hands on you. Do not do that. Don't do that. You got to protect your spirit. You got to protect your soul. You have to protect yourself as an individual. Learn how to protect yourself, even if it is through prayer, meditation, whatever it is. Learn how to protect yourself. Stop giving people the power to speak things over your life. Let me tell you something, right? I just said this earlier this morning because I seen a post um, that a pastor, my favorite Facebook pastor, is the name I done gave this man, right? But I told y'all about this man last week in the video he had. I watched it. That's what made me like him because he preached truth, okay. But listen, he it was a post and it said being it basically was talking about how to cast out demons, casting out demons, and um having the power to do so. And he said something that I didn't agree with. And I don't agree with everything everyone says. But I'm going to speak on it because I don't believe in false, none of that. We ain't doing no falseness, nothing. Okay? And he said Christians have the power to cast out demons. That's not true. That is not true. That's not true. That's not true. For you to have the power to cast out demons and for you to be able to speak life and death, because a lot of us have power to speak life and death right there in our tongues. I'm telling you, there's a lot of us out here who have that power, who are able to use that power, who are trusted with that power. And why we are trusted with that power is because we don't misuse it, because we don't abuse it, because we don't speak evil over others. That is why God trusts us with that power. Okay? That's why we are trusted with that type of power, because we know God for ourselves and within ourselves, because we know who Jesus really is, whatever name you call him by. We know who he really is and who he really was. Okay? So I had to really break that down and explain that, because people get caught up in all these different versions of the Bible, and you will say some things that are not true. And you speak these things out that are not true just because you see them in the book. This is why I have multiple versions of the Bible in my house. This is why I keep multiple versions of the Bible in my house, because I dissect them, compare them, and break them down to what I know to be true in spiritual truth. Okay? To what other things that I've studied outside of those books. I tell y'all, the Bible is a spiritual tool for you to use to grow in your spirituality. It's not a tool for you to use to attack others. It's not a tool for you to use to misguide or mislead others. It's not a tool for you to falsely teach others. It's not what the fuck that is for. Okay? I ain't supposed to be cussing. Listen, y'all done got me hot. I done got hot. I done got shaky. I done started crying. I done got teary. I'm about to get off of here, okay? Because this stuff I really don't play about. And stuff I'm really passionate about. But if you gonna teach this stuff, really teach it. Really teach it. Really know it. Really know it. Don't be out here selling people dreams for a few dollars. Don't do that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't do that. That ain't, and it ain't for me to like. God don't like it. So you keep playing with God. That's all you got to do. Keep playing. Keep playing with these names that y'all know hold power, but y'all don't know why they hold power. And y'all don't know the power behind the names because y'all don't really truly know the names that y'all calling on. Learn about it. Learn further than what you're reading. This is why I tell y'all, read it, but study what you're reading. It's important for you to study what you're reading so you really know what it is that you're reading and what it is that you're speaking. Okay? Because if something turns around and it turns around and affects your life in a negative way because you thought it was true. You thought it was true and you thought it was good to speak whatever you spoke out of that book. But I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of hidden things in the Bible that many do not see, they do not know because they can't dissect it, they can't decode it, they don't understand it. They only know it and see it on a surface level. God is not going to allow you to see beyond that surface level until you clean up your spirit, until you do the healing work internally. It starts here. It starts with you, within you. Okay? Y'all better go learn something. I'm God. Listen. Okay, Laura. You have a great day, honey. You laughing now. But I'm trying to tell you. That ain't nothing to laugh or play about. That's why people better get to know God for theyself. And within theyself, you wouldn't be laughing. You'll know better. Because there's really nothing to play about. I'm telling you. I don't take it as an insult. You can't insult me when I know. That's one thing. I'm never insulted by what someone else, because one thing about me, I understand that so many people only know what they read on the surface level. One thing about me is I understand that so many people don't really fully understand what they're reading. I know that. So I'm never offended by it. It's not gonna bother me. It 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 really, the only thing that bothers me in regards to that is I don't want you to hurt yourself or condemn yourself by thinking something is true and it's not. I really be scared for people and they souls and they spirit and the damnation they cause on themselves by thinking they know something that they don't know, that they really truly don't know about. But because they read it on the surface level, they think that it's true. And they think that it's something to use to project negativity onto others or speak against others or condemn others. That's not what it's for. And you can continue to try to use it in that way, but that's going to cause chaos in your own life. This is why I try to tell y'all the stuff I try to tell y'all, and I try to teach y'all the stuff I try to teach y'all. At the end of the day, it's not up to me for you to get it. It's up to you for you to get it. That's between you and God. I got it. I got it. So I'm not worried about how someone else feels about anything that I say. I tell you all the time, nothing no one gets on here and says on this platform or to me at all in this real life is going to change my perspective in regards to God and what I know to be true or my spirituality. You can't move me on it. And why you can't move me on it is because I'm walking, living, eating, speaking proof of it. So I'm not offended. I'm not going to never be offended by that. It's not going to bother me. It's bothering when you don't know and you speak things and then you wonder why so much chaos is going on in your life. And you wondering why Your soul and your spirit is broken, and you wonder why you can't overcome things, and you wonder why you ain't getting over this and you're not getting over that. You wonder why you constantly receiving pain and turmoil and you can't overcome it. Sometimes you have to look within. Every time. Not sometimes, every time. But one thing I know, you can't tell this world nothing. It's so many people that think they know something they don't know. And they got to live with what they think they know. That's what it is. Angela, gang stalking is a crime that they don't do nothing about. I'm telling you, I spent years being gang stalked. Years. Years. People still watch me. It's people that watch me still now that's been watching me for years, following me, that's been following me for years. I see the same faces, just in different vehicles. I used to take pictures of these people and record them. Watch them. Watch me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I spent years watching people watch me. I just learned to live with it. I learned to live with it. It is what it is. Because I know what's going to happen if you try to take it any further. And some also know what's going to happen if they try to take it any further. I just learned how to live with it. It is what it is. People gang stalk people on social media and all types of crap. Ike, you out of line, honey. You probably one of the gang stalkers. Yeah, Laura, it's definitely all about going within. It's all about going within. People don't like to take that time to go within, though. They be on the rush, on the go. They looking for this way out. They looking for that way out. Everybody looking for a way out, and ain't nobody looking for the way in. Everybody looking for a way out, but they ain't looking for the way in. That's the way out. Going in is the way out of everything, every situation, every obstacle, every challenge. Your way out is through going in. That's not hard. It's not hard to know. You just got to pay attention, have patience, and take the time to actually go within. Hello, Billy D. What's going on, honey? Sage Green. They told you something was wrong with your brain for that? I've been told the same thing before. And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with you, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. What'd be so crazy? They want to put a mental health label on everything and everyone because it's profitable. At the end of the day, it's profitable. Okay, you gain a lot from that. It's profitable for them to label you as something you are not. It's profitable. Instead of them having someone in a position that can teach you better and how to teach you to navigate through all of that, it's profitable. I'm telling y'all, I told this story before, right? I was going through a situation years ago, right? And with my kids, and these people kept trying to label me as crazy, and they kept trying to label me as insane, and all because I was upset at the situation that I was going through, rightfully so. Okay, however, They tried to use me being upset against me. Okay, which I knew why. It wasn't no mystery. I'm out here in the community doing all types of stuff to better the community, though, right? So, who wants someone like that floating around that don't adhere to their standards and rules? You know, that's not favored, okay? Not where I'm from. They don't like that. They don't like when you go against the grain. They don't like when you go against the corruption. They don't like that. But one thing my papa always told me that stuck with me and I live by it. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And I don't fall for shit. Nothing. So years ago, when that was happening with me, you know what I did? Because they was trying to label me as all these things, but yet they wouldn't allow me to see actual psychiatrists. They kept sending me to a place where I would sit and talk to a lady on a screen, a teleprompter screen, right? Never met the lady in person. And she wouldn't do nothing but prescribe me medication. So I let these people think I was taking this medication. Do you hear me? Listen to me now. I let these people think I was taking this medication and just got my mind right. I went to studying, reading, dropped dropped religion entirely and started growing in my spirituality. Do you hear me? So these people thought I was taking medication though. Congratulating me. Oh, you look so much better. You doing so good. We so proud of you. You so this, you so that. When these people found out I wasn't on medication, they was pissed. 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 I'm talking about so pissed to the point they tried to turn my life. They did. They did. They did. They turned my life upside down, baby. I'm talking about in the worst way. They was pissed because don't play with me. Don't play with me and don't play with me about my kids. I'm going to let you think what you want to think. I'm going to let you do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, one thing that I know for sure is you going to have to reap what you sow. And I'm going to continue to do the work and continue to try to grow and do better. Okay? So while you going to reap what you sow, I'm going to continue to grow. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. So you can't let people label you when you know yourself. This is why you have to know yourself. Thankfully, I had met a friend around this time who gave me a book. It changed my life. I had a father who was not so good, but he was very freaking intelligent. Too smart for his own good at that. He poured a lot into me. He poured a lot into me to the point to where when people think I don't know no better, I know more than you could ever imagine. Okay? He also taught me legal things because he was a paralegal. He studied, So it's stuff I know. And I also studied law myself. So, it's when you take the time to really educate yourself and you use the jewels that you've been given, honey. Okay? And you quit letting people label you and play with you and try to put things on you or project things on you. Listen, you learn how to live better that way. Yeah, you got to learn how to stand up for yourself. Because I was one of them people, and I just told y'all this story. I was one of them people that did not stand up for myself because I didn't want to hurt other people. I didn't want to hurt the people that my kids loved and cared about. I didn't give a damn about these people because I knew what they did to me. Do you hear me? I knew what these people did to me, so I didn't give a damn about these people. But I also knew my kids loved these people. They cherished these people. So I didn't want to hurt my kids by hurting these people and exposing these people. So I never did it. So I had to figure out a different way to stand up for myself and defend myself and protect myself. And in the process of that, I would always say, my children are going to grow up. That's one thing I have to realize. My children are going to grow up and they're going to see the truth. And they're going to realize who's lying and who's telling the truth. I had to learn that. I had to learn how to do that. Okay? And it was a police officer. Now, let me tell y'all, I told y'all last week, my history with the police was not good. I couldn't stand them. Couldn't stand them. Couldn't stand them. I'm talking about I hated them. And it was hard for me because as a child, I had a strong passion to want to be a detective. I wanted to work in that field. I wanted to work in that field. That was my passion as a child, right? And that was because my mentor as a child was a detective. Okay, this lady took me under her wing, and I love that lady to this day. I cherish her and respect her name fully. Fully. Do you hear me? To this day, that lady took me under her wing when nobody gave a shit about me. Do you hear me? So she showed me things and taught me things, and she was my inspiration for my passion as a child to want to work in that field. But as I got older and I lost contact with that lady, and I started seeing other people in those positions that was dirty as shit and was doing people wrong and that did me wrong for absolutely no reason, no justifiable reason whatsoever in this world, that made me lose my passion. That made me walk away from wanting to work in that field. That made me turn away from that shit entirely because I said, "Dang, it's really this going on." That shit was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking for me. That was a hard pill to swallow to see that it was that much fucking corruption in something that I loved. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about I loved it. I loved it. But when I seen what I seen as I got older and through my adult years, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. It made me hate it. It made me hate it. Hated it. Hated it. But it was a police officer that I came across. And you can't tell me God didn't send this person across my path, baby, because I was ready to tear shit down. I'm telling you the truth. Because it was people playing with my life that I once cared for, that I took care of, that I provided for, that I let live with me, people that I nurtured, people that I helped, people that I made sure was good, was tearing my life down. I wanted to hurt the shit out them people. Do you hear me? I wanted to hurt them people. It was a police officer. Because I ended up, the police officer came, and I think I told y'all this a few weeks ago. The police officer came and he said, I see what you're dealing with. He said, I see what you're dealing with. I understand. He was like, I can't believe it, but I'm going to be honest with you. Ain't nothing I can do about it. And ain't nothing you can do about it. This man had tears in his eyes telling me this shit. He had tears in his eyes. He said, ain't nothing you can do about it, and ain't nothing I can do about it. You're going to have to give it time, have patience, and just let it go. He said, just let it go. It'll work itself out. Just let it work itself out. It worked itself out. That you can't tell me, you can't tell me God didn't send that person across my path. Because that night, in that moment, my life could have went the way it went and ended me up here where I am today, or it could have went a different way and ended me up somewhere else. That's where I was at with it. So I listened to that man because I could see his light. I could see the God in him. The God in me been strong. Been strong. Been strong. It's been there. It's not no newfound love, newfound joy. That joy I got for God, that love I got for God, it been there. It's been there my whole life. It's been there. I just got to know God more in depth. I got to know God for myself and within myself fully. That's what helped me grow in God. That's what helped me grow in my spirituality. So it was because of that officer that showed up that night that I forgave that person. It was because of that officer that showed up that night that I chose to go in a different direction and gave it time and had patience, because that could have went a different way. And that's just me telling the truth. It could have went a different way. But I stopped, I paused, I listened, because I said it and the officer said it. He said, I know you done did all of this stuff. You frustrated. I showed him what I did. I showed him all types of stuff. He said, I get it. You done did all this work. Don't throw it away. He said, you done did all this work. You got all this stuff going on for yourself. Don't throw it away. I was going to do. In that moment, though, I didn't care. But I had enough sense to call and hope that somebody that would help me would show up. I didn't get the result that I wanted in that night, but I got a better result, and it ended up working itself out. So sometimes we just got to have patience. We got to have patience. We got to trust the process. We got to have faith. We got to walk in our faith. We got to go in the direction our faith and the Holy Spirit guides us, because if we don't, we end up down another road. In that moment, that's a definition of you choosing your path. Okay, because in that moment I could have chose a path of darkness that many of my family members have taken. Do you hear me? I could have chose the path of darkness, or I could have chose that very narrow, thin, trying, testing path that got me where I'm at. I choose that path every time. I'm going to choose that path every time, because I know the results of choosing that path. I know the results of having patience. I know the results of sitting back and waiting on God's timing and not trying to push and force my own time, because that don't work. Our plans don't work. You can plan all you want to, baby. It's good to have a plan. It's good. It's good to have a plan. But like I tell y'all, great all great things happen in divine timing, on God's time. It all happens on God's time. You let people think what they want to think. You let people treat you how they want to treat you, because at the end of the day, they got to deal with God, baby. They got to deal with God. You can't do nothing that God can't do, and God can do it better. I tell you that all the time. That's why I don't seek revenge, because I could have sought out revenge so many times on so many people for doing me the way they did me. I could have done a whole lot. I'm talking about could have done a lot, and I chose not to. And I'm happy that I chose not to. I feel good with the fact that I can walk around and say, I didn't do you the way you did me. I feel good about the fact that I can walk around and say, I didn't do you dirty because you did me dirty. I feel good about the fact that I can walk around and say, I didn't seek revenge on you because you did that foul shit to me. I feel good about that. I walk with my head high in regards to that, because not many can do that. You got people sitting in jail cells because they feel bad about what they did, because they reacted in the moment too fast off impulse. You got a lot of people out here on the street, and they feel sad in their actions and the actions that they took. Do you hear me? My father was one of those people that felt bad about taking actions and reacting too quickly. How do I know that? How do I know that? Because me and my daddy used to be like this. That man used to break down and talk to me, cry to me, and tell me how he felt about situations he's been through, things he's experienced. That's how close me and my dad was, until his youngest daughter, my sibling, got in the middle of that and interfered with that. She didn't want us to be as close as we was. She couldn't have, because she didn't even want me to know where he was at when he was in prison. She didn't even tell me. Didn't even tell me when he died. So it's crazy to me, because this is somebody you hated. She hated that man. But that man trusts me enough to be emotionally vulnerable with me and to express his feelings and emotions with me. This is why I listen to men the way I do. Okay? When men, because it's a lot of men that pour themselves out to me, and I listen. It's a lot of men that have said how they feel, not in regards to me or even in regards to me. But I listen because I learned that through my father. I learned that through my dad. Okay, when I seen how my grown ass father was breaking down, crying, and talking to me about his personal feelings in regards to stuff he didn't heal with my grandmother, his mother, and other things, that made me look at men differently. Do you hear me? It made me look at men differently because how many men are out here with all these bottled up emotions like that, waiting to explode? Sex don't fix that. You attacking people don't fix that. None of that stuff fixes that. The only thing that fixes that is you going within and doing the healing work. That's the only thing that fixes that. You having an outlet, okay? Even if it's journaling, that's the only thing that fixed that is you going within and doing the healing work. My daddy had a lot of built up anger and emotions, mostly in regards to the women in his life. I, and that's the truth. I love the women in his life because we was like this. My grandma Gloria, that was my baby. That was my baby because I was always her baby. That's why y'all hear me talk about this lady all the time. An amazing woman. I know her to be an amazing woman. However, her and my father didn't have the best relationship because she had certain expectations of him to do certain things. This is why I tell y'all, one of the reasons why I tell y'all, eliminate the expectations. You got to meet people where they are and let them be who they are. Let them be who they are. Because my dad was resentful towards her for that. However, she was an amazing woman to me. She was the best grandmother I know, besides my great grandmama Rosie, because she was the best. Okay? But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, y'all never know how people walking around here broken, they spirit broken, they soul broken, they soul gone, lost, they ain't got one. You never know. You never know how much an interaction with you on a positive level could uplift someone's spirit. How it could pour into them in a way that helps them look at life a little differently. You may never know. You may never know. But my father, like I said, he was one of those that reacted too quickly. My Listen, my dad was on. I don't think I didn't say my father's name on here before, and I want to say I even said googly, but I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this man was on the news nationally. This is how I knew he ended up in prison. But um, he was on the news for attempted murder. Two people, right? Now he has a history of violence because he has a short temper. He had a short temper, a very short temper. Okay? But my father called me. He called me the day before this stuff took place. Do you hear me? He called me and he said, Dani, I don't know what to do. He said, I'm about to lose my mind. I said, come back home. He didn't want to come back home because he didn't want to be in my household. Because I told him, come back home, come live with me. He was born and raised in Detroit. Okay? He sold his equipment, music. That was his thing, music. He wrote music for several music artists, several people he wrote music for. Okay? He did his thing, right? Music was his passion. Music was his passion. So I guess y'all could kind of see where it come from. It's hereditary. because my mama used to sing too. But he sold all his equipment, pianos, guitars, everything, all his studio equipment, and moved to Nevada, right? With his fiance at the time. He goes down there to Nevada with his fiance. Her parents are racist. He called me crying. I'm trying to deal with it until we get our stuff together and get in our place. They were staying with them at the time. And he called me. He said, I don't know what to do. I'm about to lose it. The man keep saying all these racial slurs to me. He keeps saying this and keep doing that. He keep doing this and keep doing that, right? And I said, just leave. Just leave. Because he had not too long ago before that got out of prison, right? So I said, just leave. Come back. He didn't want to come back. Because he couldn't, his pride. I'm telling y'all, pride and ego is your downfall. It's your downfall. I tell you all the time, it's a such thing as healthy pride and ego. But for you to have pride and ego in a low vibrational energy, it's your downfall. It is. His pride and ego was his downfall. Because he had a choice. Once again, that's you choosing your path. He had a choice. He could have chose that narrow path and came back towards home. Or he could have chose the path that he chose, which was darkness and destruction. And that's the path he chose. He ended up going back to prison. Okay? Because they say, although I know it wasn't just him, but they say he left these people for dead in this house. One was left in the garage, one was left somewhere else in the house. Now, any smart detective will know that's impossible. How it was, I ain't gonna go into that. We ain't gonna go into that part, but I'm gonna just say this. Love will make you do some crazy things. And he loved that woman he was with. He loved that woman he was with. He loved her enough to protect her. I'm gonna say that. He loved her enough to protect her. And he went back to prison for it. But he called me and he told me how she was having issues with her mother and her stepdad, and the stepdad had racial slurs and all of this and all of that, right? He called me and he told me. The next day, the person I used to be married to, he called me. He said, you see your dad on the news? Your dad on the news. I said, on the news? Sure enough, I turned the TV on. This man is on the national news. Because he done left these people in this house to die. So they say. But he apparently sat there and waited for the police to take him back to prison. I know my daddy. I've been knowing that man for years. Know a lot about him and still didn't know enough about him. But I knew him enough to know better. Okay? But people, me and my father and me and my mother, like night and day. Night and day. I'm telling you. Night and day. Night and day. I love my parents because they gave me a lot of game. They poured a lot into me. It may have not been how I wanted it to be. Now, this is something, when you healing from parental issues and things of that nature, just be mindful of this. I'm going to give y'all something. Just be mindful of this. It may not be the way you want it to be, but if you gain anything that helps you grow better or helps you navigate through life in a way that makes you better or grow better or get to your growth, You accept that because that was their job. That was their job. Because one thing for sure, they did the best they could with what they had. So you got to know that, okay? Because our parents have an assignment just like we have an assignment. And although they may not show up for us the way we may want them to, and although they may not show up and do the things that we think, feel, and we feel like they should be doing, they have an assignment like we have an assignment. Sometimes we have karmic parents. We talked about them soulmate and karmic energies last night in the video. Sometimes our parents are karmics. Sometimes our parents are karmic soulmates. Okay? Now we talked about how your parents, your children, your family members, your co-workers, so on and so forth, could also be a soulmate of yours. My parents, my mom, me and my mama, listen, we had a love-hate thing. She couldn't stand me. And I told y'all the story about my mom before where she told me she was jealous of me. She told me that. She expressed that to me. That's what helped our relationship grow. That's what helped our relationship get stronger. That's what helped me understand her better and love her more. I loved her even more after she told me that. Because not only did she take the time to express how she really felt, she took the time to break it down and explain it to me in regards to her mother and her mother and her mother. So that showed me and let me know I came from a generation of jealous women, generations of jealous women trying to tear down their daughters, generations of it. Their daughters and their sisters fighting each other, generations of it. And I tried to keep that from happening with me and my sister. It happened anyway. So with my children, I don't let them fight. I don't let them fight. I don't let mine fight. We gonna sit down, we gonna talk about it. We gonna have a conversation. You gonna say how you feel. You're gonna say how you feel. We gonna listen and we gonna move forward. We gonna find a solution for it and move forward from there. But what we not gonna do is hurt each other because of whatever temporary feeling or emotion that you have. Okay? We're gonna work through whatever we gotta work through and keep it moving. Okay? So that's where that stops. Okay? But I'ma tell you this, baby. If you know you got some crazy parents, or you know you come from generations of bullcrap, generations of lack of healing, generations of trauma, and trauma on top of trauma. If you know this, break the cycle. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're intended to do. You're intended to break that cycle. That's called a generational curse. You're intended to break that curse. If you know you come from this stuff and you know you just want better, something in you is something in you where you like, oh my goodness, I know this ain't for me. I know this ain't the life I'm supposed to be living. I know this ain't, no. You keep saying this to yourself, but what actions are you taking to move forward and it not be your life? What actions are you taking to move forward and it not be you stuck in those situations? What actions are you taking for it not to be you addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever it may be, whatever the addiction is? Because I come from a bunch of drug addicts and alcoholics. That's I mean, I come from a lot of greatness too. But yeah, I come from that too. I told y'all my oldest brother died from his liver failing on him cuz he was a drinker. And soon as he stopped drinking, he started trying to better his life. He moved out of town. He tried to better himself and he started having complications with his health. He started having complications with his health. He ended up passing away. But before he passed away, he tried to get it right. He did the work to try to get it right. Sometimes God be waiting on us, and we steady waiting on God. God just be waiting. When you gonna take the step? When you gonna do what you gotta do? When you gonna do what you're supposed to do? When you gonna do what you need to do to make it better for yourself, not for nobody else, for you? When you gonna take the step to make it better for you? I don't drink. I don't smoke. And I don't drink and I don't smoke because I don't want to be that. I don't want my organs failing on me. When I used to drink, I hated waking up the next day feeling like I was dying. Like, I'm talking about stomach in knots, sick, throwing up, headaches, miserable. I love waking up and I feel great. Energy on 10, naturally. You feel me? I don't take no medications. I don't have medications. I don't have alcohol. I don't have drugs. I don't, none of that stuff. Nothing. I'm me, naturally. Y'all be getting on here, y'all be like, what you smoke? Nothing. Life and God get me like this. That's it. That's all. I'm telling you. It and it's a challenge because I ain't gonna say none of my kids drink or smoke, but baby, listen, it ain't me. It ain't gonna be me. That's my choice, just like that's their choice. As much as we would want to choose our children's path because we know better, especially, baby, especially after we've done the healing work. Especially after we've done the healing work. Baby, once we do the healing work, oh, we on your heels. We want you to come on, because we know better. So we just want you to know what we know. We just want you to grasp the knowledge and the wisdom and the information that we have. Because that's what we do. That's what we do it for. We don't do that shit for ourselves. I mean, we do it for ourselves to an extent. But ultimately, no. We be wanting to, oh, man. Because for me, I can't wait. I'm talking about when I started growing in my spiritual, I couldn't wait to talk about God, tell people about God, tell people about the Holy Spirit and how it really moves, where it's really at. I couldn't wait because there's too many people that think they can't heal. It's too many people that think it's too late. It's too many people that think they can't. It's too many people that think, oh, if I do this, then this gonna happen. The affirmation we just did. I'm telling you. I'm about to go, y'all. I've been on here an hour and a half. It was supposed to be this long. Lord. I'm on here every day, honey. Every day. So I post content every day. Everything I do is live. I don't do no pre-recorded nothing. Everything I do is live. Okay, whether it be here or for my members. Arthur Lee, what's going on, honey? Anthony Scott's God is my morning. And unless you come on a God level with that God love, you can't be my morning. Because I ain't mourning. And if I was mourning, God is going to be my morning. Because that's what's going to help me rise up out that. Okay? But yeah, y'all, it's you can heal. You can heal. Dutch Van, you got to go too. You can heal. It's okay to heal. You ain't got to be your parents. You don't got to be who you are, who you were. You don't have to be big T drink. That eye bother you? That bother you? I painted that. It's a bow and arrow with the eye. I name my paintings, right? That's called seeing beauty through pain. It bothers you because it's an eye. The world is so sensitive. Does my NASA shirt bother you? Because I don't support a lot of shit they do at all. However, I love, you see, the planets are on here. I love that. I love science, baby. So it ain't about NASA. It's about the science of it all. For me. Okay? Okay. Mind your business. Arthur Lee, I know y'all, I apologize because I know I cussed a lot through this video, but listen, my emotions was high. High. Y'all had me on here teary-eyed. I had to pause and try to not cry. That was hard because that's how my passion flow. I'm telling y'all, I really, when I say that's just the way my passion flow, when I cuss, it's not to offend y'all. It's not at all. It's really how my passion flow. And I don't know how to explain that to people, so I don't try. Because I don't care to explain nothing. Okay? And nothing. But that's really just how my passion flow. And when I get to talking about God and things related to God, it really take me there. So that's why y'all, I be trying to keep it, cause y'all just don't know. Y'all really don't know. Y'all be like, oh, you preaching? I don't be preaching. I be telling y'all what I know. I be telling y'all what I know. I'm just very passionate about what I know. Because not only do I know what I know about God and all the things that I try to teach y'all, I know what I've been through. Okay? I know what I've endured from a child on up through adulthood, baby. I know. So me sharing parts of my testimonies with y'all, because I know I'm not the only person that has been through the things I've been through. I know I'm not the only person that is somebody out here going through something I've already healed through. Okay? So me sharing parts of my testimonies with y'all, hopefully it help y'all. That's all I hope and pray for. Hopefully it helps you grow better and grow out of a horrible situation. Period. Okay? Big drink tea. I don't care about none of that. It's too much going on in the world for me to even worry about stuff like that. I'm trying to heal a few souls. I don't give a damn what NASA is doing. Truly. That's it. I don't care. Y'all be too worried about what I got on and what's in my background. Pay attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Lord. Let me go back up, y'all, because Amy, if it bores you to hear about God, you have no place in this world. You do. It's probably in darkness. And that's okay. Find your light, baby. Find your light. It ain't over here. So don't come back, because you're not welcome here. Okay? All right. I'll holler. Y'all, and y'all, somebody always think I'm lying about something. Quill. Hello, darling. Anthony Scott, you got the boots. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for all the gifts and the super chats and all of that. I ain't see all of this. I apologize. Cause when I be going, I be going. Most of y'all know that. Most of y'all will learn it if you stick around. But when I'm in my flow, it just Arthur Lee, don't be crying. It's talking about you going to the bathroom to cry. Laura, see you later, honey. Yeah, get you one. Get you one. Why not? You know, a book I recommend is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. I recommend that book. Um Another book, well, it's not a book, it's a journal, but I already gave y'all that information. It's on my channel in a community post. I'll repost it. Okay, because I believe, yeah, I even posted the link for you to purchase it. So I'll go post that. I'll repost that later or after I get off of here. Um, yep, yep. That's exactly it, Laura. Um, yeah, y'all done got me all worked up on Wednesday. On a Wednesday. Bailey, it's okay to cry. Crying is cleansing. I'm probably gonna cry when I get up off of here, y'all. Cause I feel like I need to pray and just tell God thank you. Because baby, no problem, honey. You have a great day. Crenshaw Mafia. Hello, darling. Um, I'm finishing up is what I'm doing. We've been on here about an hour, yeah, an hour and 37 minutes. Yeah. It all started with the affirmation. It started with the affirmation, then I start talking about healing and God and the Holy Spirit, and God got a way of navigating this thing. Cause I'm telling y'all, my plans for my child, I do what God tell me to do. I do what I'm guided to do. I do what my ancestors tell me to do. I do what I'm guided to do. That's it. That's all. Wherever the spirit carries us, that's where we going. So I be the topics and stuff be one thing, but then you see it always turn into something else. You said you're about to kick some. Oh, oh, Arthur Lee. Don't kick nobody. Just call and see what's going on. Find out what's going on. Ooh. Hello, Gupta. Find out what's going on, Sugarfoot. No, Arthur Lee, not a tornado. No, it's not. Be nice. We seen kindness. We seen kindness in the affirmations earlier. Be nice. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm about to go. I am getting ready to go. Whew, Lord. Man. I can't deal with you. I don't know how your wife put up with you or your coworkers. Cause baby, what? Hello from Oceanfront, Virginia. Hello. Don't say that too loud, Arthur Lee. They gonna put you out of that thing. You gonna be gone. Oh my God. She crazy too. Oh, she gotta come on here one night. I gotta meet her. Dynamic duo, cause what? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, she real crazy. Yeah, tell Shaw to come on through. That'd be crazy having you and your wife, both of y'all crazy too, all here together. Oh, I probably would love it. Everybody else might not like it so much. Y'all, okay. Whew. Hold on, let me go back up because I don't know. I wanted to shout out the person who left that super chat because I saw it. Raduionetsi. Oh, honey, I can't pronounce that. Radui. Is that okay? Cause, honey, I don't know. I try. One day I might tell y'all who my daddy is, so y'all can look him up. Cause baby, well, I done said his name a lot of times on my channel. I mean, I am his daughter, his firstborn daughter. So, you know, we have the same last name. Hey, Jarrell. I didn't even see you up there. Hello, neighborly friend. Didn't see you up there either. Thurman Lee. Good morning to you. I didn't see you. Time, what's going on? Jeremy, hello. Sage Green, woo, baby, you was dropping them jewels. Reese's, I ain't even see you up there, honey. Sage Green was dropping them jewels, baby. I appreciate you. Rosie, hello. Hello, Gray TV. Edzerian, hello. Okay, y'all, I think that's everybody. I just wanted to say hi to all of y'all because y'all, you know, came, sat, and chilled with me. Listen to me go on one of my little holy rants. Hello, Nikki. Hello. I'm great, honey. How are you? Pure joy. What? No, I don't work for NASA. Listen, am I gonna have to put tape right here when I wear this shirt? Cause baby, I just wear it for the planets. I just like it because of the planets. That's it. Y'all are sensitive about NASA, baby. I'm gonna have to. Oh, she a Aries too? Ah, tell her come through. I love it. I love her already. She is more than welcome. Tell her come through. Tommy Duke Morrison, go find yourself. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Let me. I'm about to go outside in the rain. It feels good through the window. Through the window. All right, I'm about to go, y'all. I'll see y'all later this evening, okay, for our topic and discussion. I I told y'all what the I usually don't tell y'all what the topics are for the week, but I told y'all what the topic was last night in the video. So if you know, you know. If you don't, go watch it. All right, or I'll see you later. I'll just see you later. Just hit the notification bell, okay, so you know when I'm here. Love and blessings to you as well, my dear. Tell your wife I said hello. Come see us. Tell her come through. But I'll see y'all later. Be blessed, nothing less. I appreciate y'all for joining me and keeping it respectful in the chats. I appreciate y'all for your memberships, your gifts, your super chats, and all of that. May you be blessed 1,000 times more. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile.